can you really use the NSA because Lalu Yadav and Paswan want you to use the NSA against Raj Thackeray?
No. It's not that. Let me explain. Number one, let me be very clear, Arnav, that nothing which is permissible in law can be ruled out for the reprehensible acts of MNS or Mr. Raj Thackeray. And if NSA is one of the options in law, then certainly it will be examined. Obviously, one cannot commit today because the cabinet has to take a decision in principle, but thereafter the nitty-gritty has to be worked out, because you don't want to take a trigger-happy action and then find that it is not sustained in court. You know, each act has certain conditionalities, conditions precedent. You have to form an opinion of a certain kind under the NSA, that has to be recorded.
No, is it a possibility?
It has to be based on certain material of a different kind.
Is it a possibility?
Now, therefore, what I meant was simply this.
Certainly,
I am not ruling out the possibility.
I'm
not ruling out the possibility, but
you're giving me a legal reply. You're giving me a
No,
lawyer's reply.
It has to be. If you act under a statute, you cannot give an illegal reply or an illegal response.
No, not illegal.
You're acting under an act of parliament.
No, you're giving
Therefore,
me.
you need to act legally, both you and me, whether a lawyer or not.
Abhishek,
that takes time.
Abhishek Singhvi, Dr. Singhvi, you are so smart as a spokesperson. You have given me, I don't want an illegal reply, but you've given me a legal reply to a political problem. Shirish Parkar wants to respond to you. I'll come back to you. I'm coming back to you.
Let me just say one more thing.
Yes. Let Shirish Parkar
One more thing
respond.
quickly.
Yeah. Let Shirish Parkar respond to you. Yes, Shirish Parkar, yes, please respond first, then I'll come back to Dr. Singhvi. Yes.
I heard what Dr. Singhvi had said. I think no government can run according to the whims and fancies or any particular personality. At the first place, I would like to know from all these learned people what crime Mr. Raj Thackeray has made. He is talking about the existence of the Maharashtrians in Maharashtra. We won't budge to the pressure of all these blackmailing parties to the central government. See, it's a question of pride. It's a question of our pride.
That's repetitive.
If you're talking of...
That's repetitive. What you're telling me now is repetitive. The fact is, on the day the gag order is lifted against Raj Thackeray, he has a press conference and makes another series of comments.
So what wrong he has said? Arno, you told me what wrong he has said. He had never said in the past that he was against any kind of religious function that is called Chhat Puja. The way Chhat Puja has been celebrated in last 5 to 6 years in Mumbai, it is totally politicized. People are trying to show their power, on the streets. This is not agreeable for the people of Maharashtra. What you all are talking about, the social fabric, these people are distorting and they are breaking the social fabric of Maharashtra.
I don't want to go into fun of Abhishek Singhvi. As of now, would you deny that you are trapped? The government is trapped between its own legal compulsions. You know what it has to do as a government, and the constant badgering of Paswan and Lalu Yadav and everyone who's doing competitive politics, wanting to represent the North Indian vote, from Amar Singh to Paswan to Lalu Yadav. That you are trapped in between all of this.
The government has to act to set things right, and those who act to set things right cannot be as irresponsible as Mr. Raj Thackeray or his party, whom we are trying to set right. We have to act responsibly. Now, two quick answers. One, as far as Mr. Parkar said, you have to actually read the statements of MNS and Mr. Raj Thackeray. They are certainly not as innocent, as indifferent as making out. For Chhat Puja, he used very derogatory language. He called it a drama, a natak, a nautanki.
He said today he's not against it. He said today he's not against it.
Here I would like to make one point clear. Arnav,
let me complete. Now, let me tell you, the NSA is an act which can be invoked if acts and omissions collectively create a situation which imperils national security concerns. Now, for that, a material of a different kind has to be collected to show that the law and order has reached such a stage that it imperils national security. Otherwise, it won't be upheld in court. And we don't want to make Mr. Raj Thackeray a martyr.
Okay.
Mr. Singhvi, you're preempting the job of the local administration, the police. You're bowing to pressure that is being applied upon you by your allies, and that's why now you're collecting this material. Why wasn't it applied earlier?
Just to follow up of that, Mr. Singh, Dr. Singh, just to follow up to what Rahul said. Just to follow up to what Rahul said, your allies say, small question to you. Your allies say you could arrest Vaiko, why not Raj Thackeray? Vaiko is arrested for charges of making statements that can be seen to be against the interest of the state. against the interests of the state. There are people in Kashmir, leaders of the Hurriyat, who make statements. There is Mehbooba Mufti, several others who make statements which can be seen as secessionist. You don't act against them.
No.
You don't act
No.
against them. In fact, you
the
ran
issue-
governments
The
with
issue
them.
is very simple. These are actions at different planes and different levels. They are not mutually exclusive. They can be taken simultaneously. Law and order is a state issue, which is why Mr. Raj Thackeray
Okay.
has more than
Mr.
30 or 40
Okay.
cases
Okay.
registered against him. They are being prosecuted in courts of law in Maharashtra,
Okay.
and he will have to seek bail individually for them.
Okay.
In addition, simultaneously,
Arnav?
he can be considered to be prosecuted in 4 or 5 different
Okay.
acts.
Okay.
They include the NSA or Makoka. Whether they will be prosecuted or not will depend on a separate scrutiny of material to collect material under those separate acts to see if separate charges can be brought.
Mr. Parker, respond. Mr. Parker, respond. Satisfies you there?
I think Mr. Singhvi is not only fraud, he's a hypocrite. He's our country's first Prime Minister. When Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated, Congress party had a state-sponsored terrorism. They had killed one particular community in Maharashtra. Is Congress going to take onus of that? After Indira Gandhi's assassination, when Mr. Rajiv Gandhi was made a Prime Minister, more than 10,000 Sikhs were killed and thousands of property was burned. In spite of...
Let's not make provocative remarks on the show, sir.